Absolutely. Thank you so much, Yash, for all those details. In fact, we are joined by Ambassador Gauri Shankar Gupta, who's a former diplomat, and Mr. Sanjeev Srivastav, who's a foreign affairs expert. I welcome you both to this broadcast on NewsX, and I thank you for your time. Let's start off this discussion with Ambassador Gupta. Ambassador Gupta, very good afternoon. We are obviously seeing this is a very brief visit, but in terms of diplomacy, this is historic, because we are talking about UAE and India looking at energy security at a time when global energy supply has been crippled. We are looking at a lot of countries facing problems. So this visit is of significance, sir, even though it's just for 4 hours, but we might see a lot of agreements, a lot of cooperation being discussed on that table.
Good afternoon, everyone. I think it is only 4 hours, but a lot of preparation has gone into this visit. If you recall, Dr. S. Jaishankar had been there to UAE a few days ago. Our national security advisor was also there on a short visit to UAE. And our foreign secretary was there last week. So obviously, a lot of preparation has gone into this visit. And in fact, before this, if, about a month ago, maybe a little more than that, UAE President Sheikh Zayed had come to India for a short visit. So there's a lot of background to this visit. It is not only confined to energy security, this is also confined, in fact, going, to defense areas. UAE wants, some sort of defense agreement with India because they feel insecure because of the Iranian attacks. About 2,000 Iranian missiles were fired on UAE. UAE was the worst sufferer during this, 30-40 day.
पिछले दिनों प्राकृतिक आपदा के कारण कुछ इलाकों में जो परेशानियां आई, उन पीड़ित परिवारों के लिए संवेदना व्यक्त की। इसके लिए भी मैं आपका बहुत बहुत आभारी हूं। ब्रदर, पिछले कुछ समय से आपसे फोन पर तो बात होती रहती थी, परंतु मैं स्वयं आपसे मिलने के लिए बहुत ही बेताब था, आतुर था। माने क्यों, लेकिन मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था कि मुझे जितना हो सके उतना जल्दी आपके पास आना चाहिए, आपको मिलना चाहिए। आज आपसे मिलकर के मुझे सचमुच बहुत खुशी हुई है। ब्रदर, जैसा मैंने आपको पहले भी कहा है, यूएई पर हुए हमलों की हम कठोर निंदा करते हैं। यूएई को जिस तरह निशाना बनाया गया है, ये किसी भी रूप में स्वीकार्य नहीं है। ब्रदर, इन कठिन परिस्थितियों में आपने जिस संयम, करेज और विजडम का परिचय दिखाया है, यह बहुत ही सराहनीय है। राष्ट्रीय एकता, सुरक्षा और क्षेत्रीय अखंडता को बनाए रखने में आपके नेतृत्व में उठाए गए कदमों का हम अभिनंदन करते हैं। कठिन समय यूएई में रहने वाले भारतीय समुदाय की चिंता करने और उनकी देखभाल की जाए। जिस प्रकार से आपने उनको अपने परिवार के सदस्य रूप में संभाला है, मैं यूएई सरकार का, आपका, रॉयल फैमिली का हृदय से बहुत बहुत आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। ब्रदर, पश्चिम एशिया क्षेत्र में युद्ध की परिस्थिति का प्रभाव आज पूरे विश्व पर दिखाई दे रहा है। भारत ने हमेशा समस्याओं के समाधान के लिए डायलॉग और डिप्लोमेसी को प्राथमिकता दी है। हॉर्मुज़ को फ्री, ओपन और सेफ बनाए रखना, ये हमारी सबसे बड़ी प्राथमिकता है। इस विषय में अंतर्राष्ट्रीय कानूनों का पालन आवश्यक है। ब्रदर, भारत हर परिस्थिति में यूएई के साथ कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर खड़ा है और आगे भी खड़ा रहेगा। जल्द से जल्द शांति और स्थिरता की बहाली के लिए भारत हर संभव सहयोग देने के लिए तैयार है। ब्रदर, हमारी कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप को निरंतर नई ऊंचाइयों तक पहुंचाने के लिए मैं आपका हृदय से बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन करता हूं। जनवरी में आपकी भारत यात्रा के दौरान हमने आपसी सहयोग को क्वालिटेटिवली अपग्रेड करने पर सहमति जताई। इतने कम समय में भी हमने सभी विषयों में उल्लेखनीय प्रगति की। दोनों टीमों के बीच भी करीबी संपर्क रहा। आज जिस तरह की परिस्थिति है, इसमें भारत और यूएई की स्ट्रेटेजिक साझेदारी, इसका महत्व कई गुना बढ़ गया। हम आने वाले समय में हर क्षेत्र में साथ मिलकर के आगे बढ़ते रहेंगे। एक बार फिर आपके आत्मीयता भरे स्वागत और गहरी मित्रता के लिए मैं हृदय से आपका बहुत बहुत आभार।
All right, so that was in fact the first statement that was being read out by Prime Minister Narendra Modi after he landed in the UAE. I apologize, Ambassador, for that brief interruption, but please do continue your thoughts regarding what else is important for this visit apart from energy security. Like you were pointing out, there's defense that might be on the table, and those 4 hours are so very crucial for us, and that's why a background had been set for this visit, sir.
Absolutely. You see the visit of the foreign minister, our external affairs minister, our NSA and our foreign secretary obviously were the visits to prepare for this PM's stop over there. And these visits must have examined all aspects of our relationship, whether it is export and import, which is around 110 billion US dollar, with UAE being the 3rd largest export destination of India after, in fact, 3rd largest foreign trade destination after US, China and UAE. So this is very important. In addition, our diaspora, which is approximately 40 lakh people living in that country, and they are employed, they are earning their livelihood, they are also sending a lot of money to India. The remittances from UAE is the largest remittance to India from any country. And then, of course, the current developments regarding Iran's threat to UAE. Over 2,000 missiles were fired by Iran on UAE alone. And UAE was the biggest sufferer amongst the Gulf states during this, strike. And that is why UAE is quite scared of the entire process. When UAE requested other GCC states to, retaliate, none of them agreed. And that is why UAE decided to get out of OPEC. And they also had some strained relations with some other GCC countries because of that process. Now UAE is also considering a big pipeline for export of oils through its territory directly into the Indian Ocean and Arabian Sea that will completely bypass the Strait of Hormuz, and therefore the Iranian influence will not be able to deter them in export process. So UAE is now free to export any quantity at whatever price they decide to export. They are not bound by OPEC regulations anymore. So there are many aspects involved. In fact,
Right.
a large number of Indian export houses
Absolutely.
have logistic hubs there, and they use UAE as base. So I think our entire foreign trade, our diaspora, our remittances, our energy security, they are all linked to UAE, and that is why this visit is very important.
Right, sir. In fact, we have live visuals coming in over there. We are going to play that out for our viewers, and that's Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and we have the President Sheikh Mohammed over there as well. So we first saw that statement that came out. We will obviously have an opening comment or a statement from the President of UAE as well, and these are like the ambassador pointed out, we are looking at a lot of agreements and cooperations in various sectors which will be discussed during this 4-hour visit. Let me in fact also go across to Mr. Srivastava, who is joining us on the broadcast for his perspective on how important and significant this entire visit really is. Mr. Srivastava, we are getting these visuals. Prime Minister Narendra Modi was accorded the Guard of Honor. His plane was escorted by F-16 fighters, and like the ambassador pointed out, we had a whole stage that was being set over the past few months by India and by UAE for this particular 4-hour meet with the Prime Minister and the President. I want to understand from your perspective how important and significant this is, given that we are obviously looking at some kind of an energy crisis. We are also looking at defense cooperation, given the fractured geopolitical world that we see right now. Mr. Srivastava.
Yeah. Well, first of all, a very good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to Ambassador Gupta sir and to all the viewers. You know, this new India under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi has a Act West policy too. We have Act East policy, but we act in the West too, and West Asian region. India has been proactively engaging with this region during this administration, Prime Minister Modi's administration. And in particular, our partnership with the United Arab Emirates is a special relationship. And this partnership has now become a comprehensive strategic partnership. And our relationship, whether it is a strategic relationship or economic relationship or the India-UAE relations in other key sectors, they're all growing. And we have been able to develop a robust relationship with the United Arab Emirates in year 2022, when Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement was signed. After that, our economic ties have got a boost, and now it is about $110 billion, and there is enormous possibility for it to further grow. And both the nations have decided to take it to up to $200 billion by year 2030 and beyond. And I think United Arab Emirates has their own plan of modernizing their country, and they have a vision 2031, and President Nahyan is pursuing that vision, and he wants to make not only a secure UAE, but also a prosperous UAE, a UAE which has expertise in multi-domain sectors, not only in oil and energy and gas, but UAE wants to modernize itself as a modern nation. And in that process of achieving that vision, President Nahyan seeks a greater collaboration and cooperation with India. And certainly, Ambassador Gupta has pointed out that it has serious security concerns at this point of time, and they have been receiving a lot of attacks from Iranian Islamic regime in this war, which has started on 28th February onwards. So I think UAE is also seeking a greater defense collaboration with India, and UAE and India, they have also signed a strategic defense pact, and also UAE is looking forward to enhance its co-production, co-development and joint partnership, and obviously the defense industrial collaboration UAE wants to enhance, and so is India. And UAE has shown a lot of interest in our Akash missiles, in our BrahMos missiles, Tejas fighter jets, and I believe that in times ahead, as the more security concerns grow, UAE will be importing a lot of our defense equipments too, in order to ensure their security. UAE is very much concerned about its own, positioning in the Middle East region, and they are also looking forward to enhance their autonomy, their flexibility, and that is why, considering their own economic, energy, and security vision, UAE decided to come out of OPEC, Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, precisely to pursue the autonomous policy. And UAE now will be able to export their energy resources according to their own decisions. They are not, restricted by the OPEC cartel. And now I believe that the kind of requirement India has with regard to oil and gas, in particular LPG, UAE will be one of the top suppliers. They have been a top supplier, but I think that quantity will be enhanced further, because UAE will be able to take their own decision with regard to the production lines and how much they want to produce. They will decide on their own. They are not restricted by OPEC anymore. So I believe that this opens up further opportunity for India and UAE to enhance their energy cooperation. And for that, a lot of work has been done already. And our Foreign Minister, our External Affairs Minister, C.S. Jaishankar, our National Security Advisor, C. Ajit Doval, and other top officials have already visited. In month of January, President Nahyan himself came on a short visit this year. So I believe that a lot of groundwork has been done to further enhance this vital relationship. And I would like to, just tell your viewers that UAE is a very important partner in a multilateral setting too. That is known as I2U2 initiative, where India, United States of America, UAE, and Israel are a part of it, and many call it West Asian Quad. But I believe that that kind of a partnership is also growing. And with regard to the India, Middle East, Europe economic corridor, there also UAE is an integral part. So I believe that the kind of engagement India is having, the kind of influence India is having, and obviously when India has that kind of influence and also presence in the Middle East region, where our more than 3.5 million people, those who reside inside UAE, they play a very vital role. I believe that they have given a very strong, connect to India-UAE partnership, and Indian diaspora's role should always be, recognized, and that's what Prime Minister Modi does. He gives messages, interacts when he has time to the people of diaspora in other countries. So I believe that overall, if you look at this relationship, I believe that it's going to be a great relationship, and more UAE becomes autonomous, more flexible. They will be able to take more decisions on their own, and I believe that that's opening further, possibilities for a greater India-UAE strategic collaboration.
Absolutely.
And with this visit, though it is short, but I believe that this visit will further enhance this India-UAE comprehensive strategic partnership.
Absolutely, sir. In fact, while we were discussing this, we are getting to know that various MoUs have in fact also been signed between